Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in. Are you ready to get educated? Are you ready to be educated? What's the relation of the brain? Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Lock it in. Yeah. The Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Joe Lockett Show.
Okie dokie. Yeah, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Welcome in to the Joe Lockett Show. And it's yours truly. It's the best nephew around. It's your mama's favorite little boy and your auntie's little man. All right? It's nephew. What's good, y'all? Happy Friday. It is the end of the week. Finally. Good Lord. I don't know about y'all, bro, but this week has been awfully long for me. Oh my goodness, it's been awfully long for me. But with it now being the end of the week, we're coming out. Oh yeah. Excuse me, y'all. You do have just me today. Joe out there stripping. Like I said, we gotta make money somehow. if you used to the nephew takeover days, you know on the days nephew have to take over. He got to go ahead and make that money. And the way he make that money is definitely, we can tell, he's stripping. I mean, you ain't got to really sugarcoat it. Most of y'all grown. If you're tuning in to us on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, please send the likes through the tag. If you on YouTube and Facebook, please shout yourself out. I do see every comment because not only am I your host today, I'm also your producer. Shout out to y'all on TikTok. What's up, Miss Hanson? Let's see who all in. What's up, Miss Hanson? Hey there, Rachel. See y'all still coming in the chat. What's up to y'all out there? Also, TikTok. If you want to see the full show, see the atmosphere that comes also with the lights. Go ahead and tune over there to Facebook and YouTube. I promise you won't miss a thing. And you probably get it in the better quality. Because depending on however this little slow phone I got it's probably gonna come in and out. So if you want the best quality, YouTube and Facebook is where to go. You'll be seeing all of the other elements that come with the show. Also some stuff that we're putting in to implement in order to make you guys a better viewing quality show. Honestly, we got a lot of stuff to get into today, but as far as with stuff to get into, the necessary things will have to be some house rules. All right, let's go into it. First things first, obviously I'm not Joe. I am the goofy side of the show. And it's a fun Friday. So on fun Fridays, what we like to do on Fun Fridays now is to bring up some lighthearted stuff. Not only lighthearted stuff, open up the floor for anybody with any topic that wants to be discussed. All right, so folks on YouTube, folks on Facebook, folks on TikTok, if you got anything you want to talk about, want to get off your chest, want to be a part of the show, go ahead and join in on the chat. Send out whatever it is you want to talk about, whether it's perspectives, whether it's relationships, whether it's trending topics. I also got some trending topics I'm going to get into today as well. But like I said, bro, it's about having fun. It's good vibes today. It's rainy over here. If you over here in Bama like I am, it is rainy as crap. And it's cold. We got the most bipolar weather ever because it was just rainy and hot yesterday. Now it's rainy and cold. So, hey man, shouts out to all y'all out there as far as what we're going to get into today. First things first, we got a few updates to get into. We had a lot of news, finally voices being spoken. Finally people actually speaking up now after they caught the Beats by Dre by whoever they want to call the Beats by Dre is. He finally spoke up, y'all. finally, we heard from Cam Newton, so we've been getting to his response just a little bit, not the whole thing. And then some more trending topics, and we got a few topics that we need to get into for ourselves. First things first, let me pull that up. What's up, y'all over there? Oh, I can't even see. This one's freaking slow. You would give me the slow phone, bro, when he out. I can't get stuff that actually works. I got to get the pass down, hand me down phone. What's up there, God's Chop? God's chilling. What's up, Doug? I see Taylor here in the chat. What's up, Taylor? Rachel Williams, Kim. What's up to all y'all joining in on the chat? Like I said, bro, it's Fun Friday. If you guys got any other topics, anything you want to get into, that you want to get off your chest, shoot. We even got vent mode. If you're watching on Facebook and YouTube, we have a actual mode called vent mode now. I promise you that this got me so bad. Whenever it is that either me or Joe are finna get on a tangent, we got certain modes and certain tags to keep you posted in, just in case you forget, because Mr. Old Man, he can't really keep track with all what he want to say or what everything he want to do. So what we got is a special mode called vent mode, and you'll be seeing it scroll down there to the bottom. Anything that's said in this, you cannot hold against them. Let them get it off their chest. All right. So if you're gonna be a part of the show and you need vent mode yourself, let me know. I'll set it on, and don't worry, we won't take anything too serious when you gotta get whatever it is off your chest. Now, let's go ahead and get into our first go around of topics, because we got some trending news to get into. Finally, you guys. Finally, we heard from Cam, and I'm gonna play his response. First thing first, I seen it already. I keep in touch with his show. Shout out to his podcast, 4th and 1 with Cam Newton. Yo, bro, Cam, I love your podcast, and I also heard his response. His response was pretty cool. It didn't deny me anything that I felt like I needed, but I would rather you guys hear him first before I knew more in depth. Yeah, that's what you're tuning in on, like I said, you're tuning in on Facebook and YouTube, you'll be able to see it all. But I'm about to play his response real quick.
Oh, man. Where I scrambled, and I should have.
Stay in your pocket.
But this is what I really want.
This is what I really want. The narrative
to every single high school player,
to every single high school player,
to every single athlete,
to every single athlete.
Use my situation.
Use my
as a way
situation
to understand that in one decision, just like that. And I let my emotions get the best of me. And it should not have been called for. And with that, I apologize. To anybody affected. That's TJ. That's their organization. That's C1N, my organization. That's my players, my parents, my staff members. And when you really debrief from days after it, it really puts things into perspective. And I tell you this, my president of my program, person who I have high regards for. He called me. Even though he was empathetic to understanding where I was coming from, he simply said, Cam, that cannot happen. You mean too much to too many people. Too many people are betting on you to keep their lights on. And when he said that, it's never mind me as a father. When I say peg, I think about the kids who look up to me, and also whether they verbalize their appreciation or just stare in amazement.
Or just
I feel like I let them down. Because I can't sit up there and say, "Hey, bro, you got to be bigger than that." And all of a sudden, I do that, and that just goes to show you. And that just you gotta always stay in control of your life. Gotta always stay.
Alrighty. Like I said, y'all, I don't want to play all of it. I want to play all of it, but that was Cam's initial response. Of course, you can hear he take most of the accountability for it. Ain't like he's scared. And I respect it. I mean, I think you had hands to begin with, but you showed me different. And also, you can't do nothing but admire the guy. He don't even miss when he miss. Like Superman for real. Hey man, as far as we can, like I mentioned the show before, no press charge. Nobody press charges. Whatever it is that people felt like they took a part in, apparently they felt like they was accountable enough to where it shouldn't be blowing up out of more proportion than it was. Either way, I'm happy to see this. This is a good look for Cam. I think he's gonna play in his benefit because now everybody is tuning in. Like literally, this buzzed off like a few hours ago, and now everybody tuning in to his podcast. I think, and this is just me, I could easily be wrong, but I can't ignore the fact that maybe it was a ploy. Maybe Cam put the okie doke on us. Maybe this is a rollout. I mean, his podcast was doing good already, but it wasn't Shannon Sharp numbers. It didn't hit Shannon Sharp numbers. You saw how Shannon Sharp is. He a previous NFL player. I'm pretty sure now they in the podcast world. There's some competition now. I'm interested to see how this is going to go from here. I'm very interested to see how this is going to go from here. But around all of it, clearly Cam, he stood on business both before and after the fight. And everything, I seemed like everything went straight. What's up over there too? To Me's Creations. Hey there, Tams. Hey, this is Fun Friday. Miss Yolanda, how you doing? You're. Hey man, like I said, bro, this is fun. This is Fun Friday, bro. Do not be scared. I will be willing to talk about anything. We ain't got the old man over our shoulders. It's literally just us. You want to get something off your chest? I promise you, Joe, he can't say nothing. he busy making us money. I told y'all, he out in the streets. He got a strip. You feel me? We was getting low on the money for the month. It's the new month. He got to get back out there in the streets. All right? He's like, hey, nephew, you know what it is. And I'm like, you gonna do this today though? You supposed to have fun. Nah, bro, I gotta make that money. So he out there on the streets. You gotta make the money. You gotta do something strange, some change. I get it. We get it. So with them out, let's have fun. Let's I don't want to describe this because this ain't Home Alone. We ain't messing up contraptions and stuff. House party. Hey, you say you telling? I'm gonna be gone by the time he get back home. He got 8 nights. He can't do nothing to me. By the time he creeping in the door, I'm tripped out. He gonna have to check me. All right. As far as other news for today. I want to get the serious stuff. Yeah, I want to get the serious stuff out the way first, as far as the other news, because be honey with you, I ain't got too much of a take on this. I'm not Mr. Politic man, but this is important news because we're getting closer and closer to them election dates. And shout out to all the old folks. But this ain't really an old folks issue. So I ain't gonna do that to y'all. I'm not gonna do that to y'all. As far as with stuff, this is stuff that you do need to know. So with that being said, let me put it up on the screen for y'all. Hopefully he ain't, hey, while I'm talking all that mess, hopefully he ain't in the chat. Hey, and if you in the chat, it ain't nothing you can do, Joe. You gave me the show. You messed your own self up. Now, as far as the stuff, back on top. Hey, living God, I messed your name up. Living TikTok, what's up to you, girl? What's up? What's good? What's good? Who else? Lady J, yeah. As far as the stuff on the ballot for things coming up, trending topics is coming up for today. Illinois judge rules to remove Donald Trump from the 2024 ballot. Apparently, this comes immediately after the Supreme Court officially agreed to hear Trump's immunity claims and places urgency on the U.S. Supreme Court to provide a national answer on whether Trump's eligibility to appear on ballots in more than 30 states is constitutional. From what it's looking like, he out on Illinois. Good Lord. Hey, like I said, I ain't got too much too much to comment on as far as with this. I am not Mr. Political Dude, but as far as with topics that we have to discuss, pretty soon, this is gonna have to be discussed. So, hey man, do your own diligence, do your own research as far as what it is that is important to you. I can't say I would do the same, but at the same time, this is very important news to get into. Now that we got that out the way, important news out the way. Hold on. This right quick. Let me hit this one. Again, you guys, patience with me, bro, because it is literally just your boy. and we gotta keep the quality standard. Just because the old man going on, man, you can't switch it. You gotta switch up the style, you feel me? But as far as other news, I find this really, really funny. I don't know how many of you guys are keeping up with this story, but soccer player Quincy, where is soccer player Quincy at? Soccer player Quincy, hey man, apparently brother going to jail. Soccer player by the name of Quincy Prong was detained in Dubai on separate charges amid 6 years prison sentence for drug trafficking. Alrighty, so I'm pretty sure most of y'all ain't soccer fans, so please allow me to elaborate. Can't even talk. This soccer dude, he is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you. I only tune into soccer as far as when they get closer to the World Games. But as far as with him, it seems he's coming across this drug trafficking. Now, if you know anything about soccer players, they make that international money. But if you was keeping up with old buddy like I am, I'm very big into the music. And you know, in music, Buddy dates a girl by the name of Dream Doll. Dream Doll is she a baddie. I'm not gonna lie. She look cute. Right? She look cute. She got the yams on. Yeah, the booty. But we don't know if it's fake or not. But either way, I sit up my ninja. Hey, it's right. So I have to say, bro, this is a weird story because they was just out. If you know anything about them, they was just out and about in these streets, looking real happily together. I mean, whatever it was, I think it was a birthday on one of them days. Living their best life. Now it came back to that old buddy living his best life with some dirty money. If this true drug trafficking, I mean, at least you seem a little bit more harder than what it looked like. I mean, I have no real commentary on this one either, which is hilarious. But this is another story I do want to look into. If you're a sports fan like me, if you're a music head like me, this is pretty funny in the grand schemes. Not for him, of course. He got prison, but at the same time. Miss Hanson, hey everyone, driving and this. Oh snap! I'm on the radio. Okay, turn me up the radio. Next up, I have a story that's pretty near and dear to me. I not gonna lie, because if you're a foodie like I am too, to hear this, it's a little wild. So I'm gonna let one of the friends of the show, shout out to comedian Funny Man. Please support him in all his endeavors. I promise you, this is a friend of the show here. Love all of his work. But
man, look at this. Polynesian sauce. The sauce, the one thing that everybody can agree on that every country, every nation, every race, creed, color, everybody. We can't have nothing. Soon as we start enjoying something go wrong. Like Chick-fil-A, a restaurant that was started by the Bible. What's next, man? Air gonna be too airy. Water, too much hydrogen. I just want to lay down, but you can't even do that. They say too much sleep ain't good. But I said Chick-fil-A. When y'all making a new batch?
Like I said, bro, shout out to comedian Funny Man, bro. Apparently Chick-fil-A, they got a call back on all their Polynesian sauce. Now, if you a foodie like me, bro, I got Polynesian sauce at the crib right now. I buy tubs of it, you feel me? I got my Chick-fil-A sauce, and then I got my sweet sour. I think that's what it is. The sweet sour sauce. I stay with it. You telling me I got to give it back? Is something wrong with the Polynesian I got? What's gonna happen to me, bro? If I go to Chick-fil-A, I can't order Polynesian sauce on my spicy chicken sandwich no more. I'm interested to see how this gonna go, bro. I'm interested to see how this gonna go. Hopefully, ain't nothing too bad with it. This be a quick fix. I get my Polynesian back in my chicken. As far as with stuff for today, yeah, bro. Those have been all of your trending topics mainly for today. The subjects we're gonna get into today. Let me pull those up first. Because of course we're a relationship show to the core, I guess. We got to talk about some type of relationship. Hopefully this gonna spark a little bit of y'all to give me some commentary on it. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I ain't the relationship guru. Oh, speaking of guru, I see Joe is watching the show. Hey. Oh, scrap. I got him watching the show. What's up, Joe? I told everybody what you doing, so you ain't gotta elaborate. We know what you're doing. You know you're in the streets. we gotta make that funny money some type of way, right? But as far as the stuff in the show, one of my questions, they're gonna be a little bit of reruns because I don't think we was actually given enough time to voice the opinions it was on this. First one we have is, why should men plan the first date? Why should men plan the first date? Why is it so important for the guy on the first date? I'm sure ladies is gonna go ahead and quickly voice their opinion. If it's any dudes in the chat, don't worry, I ain't been the Alien Nation. Go ahead and make your presence known. Why should men plan the first date? Is it important to plan the first date? Shoot, maybe you want to answer that. Is it important to plan for the first date? Most of y'all, I know y'all 40 and up, but I'm 25 and down. You feel me? Well, hold on. 25 and me. Let me clear that up. I'm 25 and me. But I'm pretty sure most of y'all are 40s and 50s. If you're getting back out in the dating life, you're gonna try to holler at whoever it is. You might come across a young buck like me if you want some vibraness, you want some fun in your life for real. Unless you look for somebody to control, then maybe you just gotta put it on somebody like me. But who knows? Either way. What's up to y'all in the chat? What's good? You're MD in the chat, Miss D. Hey man, y'all joined in. It's just us today. I told everybody join them streets, bro. you gotta make us our money somehow, bro. So you had to be out in the streets. But yeah, my first question would be, why should men plan for the first date, regardless of your age? Is it important to plan for the first date? If you a man or a woman, maybe you a woman and you want to entertain the dude, and you like, hey, don't worry, I got things in mind that I want to try with you anyway. You feel me? Appreciate that, Ms. D. Appreciate that. Joe must be doing his side too. Yeah, bro. He's stripping, bro. He doing his side dude thing. we got to get some money out of y'all some way, bro. You donate to the show, so we got to get you donate somewhere else. Hey, you got to give us some money somewhere else. So sometimes you got to take it. I'm mainly doing other criminal activities, but hey, we ain't stitching. But yeah, my first one would be, why should men plan for the first date, or is it important to plan for the first date period? And then the next one could be, let's revisit this topic. Can women really handle the reason why some men break up with them? I don't know if you guys have too much commentary on that, but I will give you my point of view on that. As far as when it comes to the truth getting laid in or given to certain people, in this case, specifically women, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, y'all can't handle it. Regardless of how many times you claim you can, you really can't. Because if I was to be as truthful as I wanted to from day one, I probably wouldn't get as far as I needed to when I got with you. Whether you was a jump off, whether you was somebody important, whether it was love developed up, I think for most men, they would agree. Sometimes you can't really say what you feel all the time. It's not going to help. But as far as which one of those topics we want to get into first, we're gonna flip heads and tails on that again. What topic we finna get into? Let's go ahead and get the first one in. Should men plan for the first date? All right. My perspective on this. Oh, Joe said yes, sir. Hold on, Joe. I need to see which one you saying yes, sir on. Is it you stripping out there, or is it planning for the first date? I need that. I need to know which one you saying yes, sir, to, sir. But yeah, TikTok version, men plan for the first date. It's not the truth. Oh, okay, hold on. It's not the truth. It's the delivery that's the problem. It's the delivery that's the problem. I mean, I guess so. This is what I'm gonna give you pushback on. Is it ever a problem when y'all gotta give whatever it is that y'all need to get off y'all chest? Like, is it ever a problem if y'all not feeling a way about something and it's a pressing issue? Not saying you, but I've encountered some women that when there is a significant problem that they don't really agree with, they can deliver it to me however they feel. And I'm supposed to just immediately, I understand, or you a female. But you can say however much you really want it. Because if I was to get in my feelings about how you saying it, then I'm not being a real man. I'm not being, I'm being emotional. I'm showing female traits. Like, let me see. I'm learning to work on how I deliver the bad news. But yeah, like I said, this ain't you, Ms. D. I'm sure everybody, however it is, if it don't apply, let it fly. But I'm pretty sure you encounter people, even around your same sex, that when it comes to delivering some type of truth or what they feel is the truth, let me emphasize that, or what they feel is the truth. Yeah, some folks don't really be caring. And for me, if I know I'm dealing with somebody that will deliver it in any type of way, I'm petty enough to be like, yo, I'm gonna give it back the same way. I match energy. Hey, however it is with your belief system, the law of attraction and karma is a real thing. And I'm a big part of karma. When you reap what you sow, if you Christian faith. All right, so whenever you giving me something and you're delivering it in whatever way you feel fit, I tend to try to match. And if we're going based off of whatever it is supposed truth is, then when it's time to start telling the truth, if we're not caring how it's being said, then you should accept whatever it is that get put back on you. But I mean, that's just me. That's my train of thought. A lot of folks, certain words you can't say, certain things you can't go lines of, is yada yada yada. True. In which I get. I'm not gonna judge that part. I was about to. I was real close. Real close. I was gonna go in, but I won't judge because you can't really tell too many folks how they're gonna react or how they should react to certain things. Everything ain't as important to you as it is for you, from what I hear the older folks. But I do agree with you on that point, though, Misty. It does matter how you deliver crap. If you're gonna deliver in some BS, I'm gonna give it to you in some BS. So I definitely agree with you on that facet. But did it really answer my question, though? Since we're gonna go ahead and tackle that, you already jumped in on it. Do you think really that women can handle truth? Because true, do y'all know how to handle truth between y'all selves? I know we talk about boy and girl relationships, but it's more that meets the eye outside of boy and girl relationships if we just keeping it relationships. To be 100, true. Can women handle the truth from other women? Can women handle the truth from somebody that they look up to or that they love? Now, I'll speak towards the dudes because I ain't a female. I can't speak for y'all. Y'all gonna have to speak up for that. But as far as with dudes, most code is for dudes, and if there's any dudes in the chat, I'm pretty sure you'll correct me. Don't care if I'm wrong. This is my perspective. For most dudes, if there's going to be a set of accountability, regardless of who you is, if you're the homeboy, if your mama and daddy. Well, if you're the homeboy, if your daddy, or you're the uncle, if you cousin, if your best friend, hell, even if you just associate, if you associate or a dude passing by, there is a universal code that if you need to get something off your chest, for most dudes, like I said, for most dudes, I could be wrong, but if you got to get something off your chest, you might as well say all of it or not at all. Females, you might be asking, what you mean by that? Of course, we do the same thing. This is what I mean by that. If you finna be delivering anything to me, but me personally, I need you to get whatever it is, because I don't want it to get brought back up again. And however you feel in this moment, I need to know that's how you feel, because whether or not we finna squash it or not, all depends on, like how Ms. D said, you'll deliver it and what all you're saying. Ain't no bits and pieces. Ain't no what happened the other day. Ain't no, well, this happened right here and I ain't like that. No, bro. If we're gonna get it on the table for real, let's go ahead and get it on the table and let's see if we're gonna squash it. So we gotta get the background. We gotta go ahead and touch. What I noticed from most women, if we are getting towards the truth or whatever it is that the person feel like the truth is, and like I said, I could be wrong, but it seems more of, how am I going to get this out of you? Or how am I going to get the head up? And you might be asking, what you mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is, let's say for instance, there's two women and stuff been going on at the co-workers or whatever it is. One, they already don't like each other. They may not know why. But they already don't like each other, but there's been reasons to not like the other one. And they both at work. That's just their coworker. It ain't like they friends, but they got a beef and it's noticeable. from what I see with how some of y'all get down, and maybe it's for my age range. Older women might handle this completely different. But for my age range, if there is some type of beef, you gonna hold that in until, for whatever reason it is, it makes it, or it seems necessary to bring that up. Oh, we finna double whammy you. Hey, you did something wrong? Oh, all right, we finna bring this up in the work meeting. You need to, you gotta get some off your. All right, bet. I'm gonna meet you in the break room on lunchtime with everybody done. For most dudes, hey, bro, we gonna handle this. Let's go handle it. But for some of y'all, and I ain't gonna lie to you, it makes it interesting. So I ain't gonna bag you too much. You be giving me something to look forward to when I go to the break room. But from what I see most women, at least around my age, handle stuff like that. Let me go through the chat. TikTok Tams. It's not easy, but it is necessary. Don't play with each other's feelings. I do agree with that. What's up there, Louisiana? Is that your name? Louisiana? Hey, I like to buy you food. Got a little bit of Creole in me. Y'all don't miss nothing if it's gonna be food related. That's why Zion fat. Sports joke for folks out there. If I don't get it out soon, it can come out bad later. I agree. If anything, that was the example I was putting out. It could come out bad later, depending on whoever you are. And I think when it comes time for folks to get a degree of truth, they also got to be receptive to it. A lot of folks ain't really as receptive to the truth, or they like to manipulate it. A lot of folks, if they can dictate how the truth come out and it make them be in a better light, I can imagine some folks trying to say they truth faster than the other person can. Sometimes the fortune favors the bold that's ready to say it. But as far as with that, a little quick bow. As far as my other question, why should men plan for the first date? And she took me out. I didn't even know where I was going with it. And I had the angle and I lost it. Shout out to Ms. D. Should men plan for the first date? I'm gonna switch that up a little bit. Should the first date be planned? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know how to plan for a first date. that might be bad. I mean, and I given whoever I was hollering at, if you watching this, I was honest. I was lying when we was together, but I was honest. I do not know how to plan for the first date. Like, what are you supposed to do for the first date anyway? Like, what is there first date guidelines? Is there first date do's and don'ts? How do you plan for that? Well, I sip my lemonade. You can't tell a lot about a man by the way he plans. It's a story. What you mean by that, Intense? Oh, can. Okay, you can tell a lot about a man by the way he plans. It tells a story. Okay. I'm interested to know what type of story that tells. I mean, does it tell you that he's responsible, that he puts a lot of effort into stuff, that he's caring? It tells you that I'm pulling it out my butt here. I really don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it tells too much of anything if I'm being honest with you. Because, okay, hold on. She says, if he's a planner, he's responsible, what tax bracket he's in, and thoughtful. But it does be one of those. Like, okay, if I'm going based off of what you said, if this tells that I'm responsible, am I responsible more on what I can control, or am I responsible with you? Because anybody can plan anything, in my opinion. Anybody can plan anything. Now, I do agree with you. This is from a grown woman. A grown. Okay, Miss Hanson. Snap. Ooh. Golly, y'all type in. If he has conversations, you know what he's like. I'm guessing you say he. You know what he's like. I shoot pool, like movies. I'm foodie. Plan based on listening to me. Okay, so let me ask this. Like I said, I don't think I ever planned for my first date. It was mostly winging. But I did do that. I give myself some credit. I did listen. I knew she liked Mexican food. So you know what I went to? I found a real 5 Mexican space. One that had outdoor. It was summertime. We ate outside. It was fine. I will say that. I did that. But back to Ms. Hanson's point, you said what tax bracket in. If my tax bracket, let's say I'm on the lower end of the tax bracket and I'm dealing with you and we go on a date. If you don't like the spot, you just don't like the spot. But if I take you to a spot that's more closer to my tax bracket, if I'm hearing what you're saying, I can almost assume I'm gonna be judged for this first spot too. And if it's not to a degree that meets your standards, is that not gonna make me look bad? Is that not gonna make me seem or be viewed the type of way? Go where you can afford. Hey, I'm with you. Shoot, I go where I promise you, I'm going where I can afford. I promise you. But I'm interested though. Like, educate me. I'll let y'all do that on a little bit on a Friday, on a fun Friday. Educate me. I have no idea. Let's say I was trying to go and date somebody and it's my first date this weekend. I want to see who can help me out so I don't mess this up. Date on your level always. Is it not good to shoot in your spot first? Wait a minute. D, let me know when you're ready. I can see you over here. I ain't gonna leave you hanging just like the old man. All right. Let me know if you're ready to come on. I'm viewing the chat. What you said over here. Okay. No, not bad, just not for me. Okay, date on your level always. Okay. Ms. D, let me know when you're ready in the chat. Ready? All righty. We got Ms. D joining us on the show.
Hey.
Let me know. Hey, Ms. D, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing today?
I'm straight. Got Joe out there in the streets. He's stripping, so I got to hold down the 14.
Yeah, I just want to answer that question about.
Let me ask you a question.
And I'm hearing a little echo too, so
okay.
It makes me. But okay. I just wanted to tell you, it's always based on the conversation, right? And I do agree that depending on the level you're on, like if I was looking for someone that's 25, I would. But let's say I would, right? And so so everything is based on conversation. So that's why a lot of people that are younger, they like to text a lot. I'm not a big texter. I don't like having conversations during text. But let's say you ask the question like, "What do you like to do for fun?" You know, everybody likes to eat, but let's say you want to do something outside the norm first date. Like I gave you an example of shoot pool. Like I like to shoot pool. Like I like shots. I'm one of those. So a first date for me is if you're trying to get to know each other. I don't have to have talk. We could shoot a few games of pool. We could shoot a few games of pool. You could still have conversation without a lot of noise. Talk a little smack. You can get to know a person's personality. Shoot the pool. You can see if they're a little stickler. If that's what you like, bowling. If you want to take her out to eat, and you know, like I mentioned, that she like Mexican food, and you know pretty good Mexican place where you like, you know, she may have never been there. And you say, hey, I know a pretty spot that I know some good food, and you know it's reasonable. Mexican food is pretty reasonable. And you go there and you can have a good time.
That's why I be picking it.
What you said, nephew? I'm sorry. What you said, nephew? I'm sorry.
No. I said I agree with you. That's why I be picking it. But I got a question then. What are some do's and don'ts then if I'm finna take this girl out on this date? I done matched everything that I needed to. I figured out whatever it was that she likes. I'm doing what's affordable for me. What's some do's and don'ts in your opinion on this hypothetical?
And I'm gonna say everyone is different, but I'm just going to let it be natural. Let it flow. Let the conversation flow. Don't force it. Don't talk about really personal stuff. You know, don't talk about the body. I don't talk about men. Don't start talking about how sexy I am. Don't get into all that. If you like her, now if you're looking at her another way with this partner, but if you kind of dig her a little bit, you know, get to know her personality by setting up an environment where you can have a conversation. Go where you can afford, and if you decide to take her somewhere, and you don't know for sure on the menu what's on the menu, you can always Google. I tell every man, Google before you go.
Okay.
You know what's on those prices. And most women will follow your lead anyway. A good one. A good one. Even for me, even if I can afford it and he may not afford it, I kind of follow his lead. I'd rather for a man to plan the date. And what I mean by that is if you talking to a woman like me and we having a conversation, and I'm gonna tell you what I don't like. Like, don't take me to Applebee's. I think that food sucks. Don't take me. I don't like this place. So it's not cheap.
You don't like Applebee's?
I like you know, I'm one of those people that was raised up whole. You know, you go to a hole in wall and get some good fried catfish plate and a nice setup, and you good. You just gotta know where you're going.
I feel you. I see on here they said don't come late. They said don't come
late.
Dressed. You do. Don't dress like you're about to do chores. Oh Lord.
Oh,
Open the doors.
oh no.
Cope with jokes. Women loves to laugh. Okay, bet.
Yeah, we love funny.
With you, is it? No
We
change.
love funny.
What? I can't with no change.
No what?
What if the thing sit real good on the top of it? You said I can't wear no chains.
Yeah, yeah. Keep it simple. You don't have to wear a chain. Like if a man.
I ain't trying to.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Go for it.
I think I understand, but I'm not reading the chat right now. But I will say, don't get too jazzed up. Some women can look right through that. Because I will say you trying too hard. You ain't got to try too hard. Be you. You ain't got to be overdressed. You can, and if you're a type of man that likes to wear some nice jeans, a nice shirt, and I look at shoes too. That's important. Shoes, nice, nice jeans. Yeah, shoes are important. Yeah, shoes are important to me. They got to be clean.
Yeah.
They got to be clean. I'm not looking for designer. I'm looking for.
If you got a shoe that you like, what shoe is that gonna be?
Not tennis shoes. Don't come to a date with tennis shoes unless we're about to do some sports stuff. You can step it up a little bit and have some nice dress shoes. Will be nice.
Don't dress it up.
Yeah.
So wait, hold on, Miss D. They don't dress it up.
No, not if you're wearing jeans. No, you can wear jeans or even some nice Tims. Tims are made differently. You can dress things up now. Now, I dated a little bit younger than me.
You throw me off though, because I'm like,
but I'm older. I'm older than you. I'm older, so if a man, I'm not asking him to wear slacks. He doesn't have to wear slacks.
Okay.
He can wear jeans and a nice shirt or sweater. Whatever the season is. Yeah, I'm cool with that. And you got a nice smile, nephew. Keep smiling. Not the nervous smile. The comfortable smile. We can tell when you're nervous.
The comfortable smile.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate it. Somebody said, "Oh, you meant no chain restaurant." Oh, okay, that makes sense. Guy, so Cheesecake Factory out.
Cheesecake Factory out,
Applebee's out.
I've heard many people that can't afford Cheesecake Factory, and they can talk about Cheesecake Factory. I used to love going to Cheesecake Factory. I just don't like their food anymore. It's not like it used to be. And that is a big chain restaurant. In Atlanta. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. The menu is complicated, but I still love the cheesecake. I still love the cheesecake. Yeah. So it just depends on the woman. Women, I do agree with you, Joe. Sometimes when y'all talk about women that want to go to the places that they can't even go on their own. So I do agree with y'all on that. But not all women are like that.
Definitely not.
We'll work with you. We'll work with you if you're a good guy.
I need the ones that's gonna work with me. Somebody said, dress like you got some sense and smell good. I get you on that. I feel you on that. You can't be messy on the first date. It's not due to depression. But she said, lotion up. Dudes be ashy, Miss D?
Ooh, yes.
Doozy ash on the
That knuckle. The hands mean everything. You got the nerve to hold your hand, and all I see is hair in between the knuckles. Now, that's a problem for me. Yeah, use that lotion. Because I may pull out my personal lotion out and ask you to, do you need some lotion? Do something with them hands. I mean, yeah.
Now, I do remember us mentioning this before one of these shows. I can't even remember at this point. But what am I allowed to do on this first date to break the ice as far as with your comfortability? Because you did mention like holding hands, but I know a few girls that don't like holding hands. I did see somebody say make sure you open the doors up for her. But
that's a requirement.
That's a requirement. Let me ask this for you, and then you can go in the general statement. What are the things that's going to make you more comfortable or trust the guy when you're with him on these first dates? What are the things that you are looking for outside of the restaurant or how he smells? To say he got all those other things right, but personality wise or mentality wise, what are you looking for him in this first date?
It's really the conversation for me. It's really the conversation. I'm not gonna I'm gonna ask questions in a way where it's like a flow, right? Instead of
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I said hey in the chat.
1 second. Let me close this up. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I was saying hey in the chat. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I would say during the conversation, if he's too quiet, doesn't want to say anything, and I'm kind of like, as you can tell, I like to talk. I do that. I'm in meetings all day. I like to talk, and so I'm gonna help. I'm gonna try to help bring. Because some people are real quiet. They're not. I'm dominant. Some people are kind of may not open as much. But if you're kind of secretive, like you're not open enough to tell a little bit about you. That's a red flag for me. Yeah, that's big for me as far as personality wise. It's more of everything has to be natural. If it's not natural, like if you asking me things that I know, maybe because it's my age, I can tell when somebody is trying to run game. I can tell. What may have worked for the previous woman may not work for the previous woman. And you have to understand that, and vice versa. That's why I say you have to be natural when you're having those conversations. You got to make sure you're not talking about the person's body and stuff like that. And I think we got disconnected, nephew.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's going on. There we go. Oh, okay. Lord, don't be doing this one. I told everybody, man, you can give me the bootleg stuff.
But yeah, I was just saying, just keep the conversation light. And I do agree with the joke. I love a man that makes me laugh. I don't like a stickler, and don't take everything serious. Because everybody has every person you meet has a different personality. So how that woman that responded before, the next woman may not respond that way. That doesn't mean that's a bad thing. It just means that she's a different person. And she responds in a different way.
Yeah. I agree with you. That makes sense. That makes sense. Man, I ain't got too much to debate on you with that. That makes sense. I can't help it.
See, I'm being good today. I only like to debate when Joe's here.
Hey, everybody like to debate with you. He texting me now. Oh my Lord. But yeah, I am with you on that as far as when you're dating folks, how you come off in the conversation. Conversation is big for me if I'm looking the other way around when it comes towards women and stuff like that. If you're looking at me to dictate how the conversation goes, that is a huge turn off for me because it's telling me that you're not really looking for anything with me, and also telling me that you're just there for a meal. Exactly. Like, if you can't conversate with me back and I bring other topics and you bring some yourself, then you're not really invested in nothing. You just here for a meal. So I'm gonna wrap this up real quick.
And another thing to look for too, nephew, you've ever been with someone or been around someone where the conversation is so good that it's late at night, y'all about to close the restaurant down. Y'all ate your food. You're basically at this point stepping on your beverages or water, whatever, and then next thing you know, the restaurant's about to close down. That's a good conversation. Like you forgot the time. That's a good conversation. You forgot the time. That's a good conversation.
I am with you on that. That's that when y'all make a mistake and you already got the go bags and you still talking. And we said what's going about 2 hours ago. Yeah,
like as soon the last bite it hasn't even been done. And already they're asking for that to go plate, to go back box or whatever. But yeah, conversation is important. Not everybody likes to conversate, but I feel like if a person all they can do is text, then they're not a good conversationalist. They don't like rejection, and they don't know how to conversate.
You get from Texas?
Say it again.
Wow, that's what
I'm
you
just
get from
telling
Texas?
you, it's all they do is text. And they don't get on the phone with you. And if you ever notice a person that texts all the time, now I understand if you're busy, but I'm saying that's all you do. And then when you get on the phone, they don't have much to say. Either they're not a good conversationalist. They're married, or they're not into it, but the biggest thing for me is they don't have really much to say, and that's a red flag for me. Now, not it may not be for everybody else, but it's a red flag for me because I know we're not gonna get anywhere.
I'm gonna ask you a question real quick. I'm gonna read off some of these comments. Be the Boss said you can't run game these days. She's been agreeing with you. I can't stand that. Miss D not lying. Let me ask this then. What if they are great when it comes to one-on-one contact or one-on-one conversation, but when it goes towards y'all separate ways, it's better for them to communicate through text than it is any other form?
That's still a red flag for me. That's more of an excuse to me. Yeah, and I'm gonna say this because I'm not under. We're dating. I'm not under you 24/7. We don't live together. So there are gonna be times where we're not gonna see each other face to face. I'm at a computer all day and I'm typing all day. You think I feel like texting when I get home?
I mean, no, you got that going on. I can imagine.
Yeah, and it's a balance, right? And I don't have a problem with texting. Don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with that. But I can't have whole conversation on text. Like if a person sends me paragraphs, I will not read it. I will not read it. I'll look at the first sentence and say, "Really? You sent me a book? You got to pick up the phone." Really? You sent me a book? You got to pick up the phone. It's a red flag to me. To me. It's a red flag to me. To me.
Yeah. I had to do this little thing. For some reason I had to verify that I was on TikTok. Good Lord. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm definitely with you, man. I can see where you're coming from with that. I would just think though, if they good with me one-on-one, then that means as far as with the phone, it's just probably not the cup of tea. And it's like the end to a means, for real. But I do get where you're coming from. I can imagine that the folks that don't want to speak to you don't want it to really be known that they're talking to you. I can imagine they don't want it. You kind of like a side thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's different ways to look at that, nephew. It's different way to look at it. Different way to look at it.
I don't like texting at me age. That's a big red flag. At me age, Miss Lady J. I won't read text for 2 days. Golly. See, that's the problem.
Me too. I won't read it either.
You are wrong. Don't not read my text so you can get me to call you.
I won't. And even if I don't talk to him for a long time, I'm not going to talk to him for a long time. I don't have a problem with that. But these days, text, social media, things like that, everybody's communicating electronically, right? So it's pretty much you're avoiding the real person. It's easy to text. Texting is easy. Texting is easy.
Well, let me ask this then. Because this is kind of gleaming into another subject. Like I said, Fun Friday, we're gonna revisit some topics, get stuff off the chest. This is kind of revisiting another conversation. I think we had when I actually first started on the show. How do you communicate? What's the best way to communicate if you're in a relationship? Now that we down the road and we already did the first date, brought you back for a second date, then we hit the third, and now we're making it official. What's the best way to communicate with women? And I'll ask you for yourself, Ms. D. What's the best way to communicate with a woman like you in order to not only start off on a good foot, but to stay on the good foot?
I would say, I'm gonna make an example. I'm gonna talk about an example. My last relationship, I made a lot of mistakes as far as communication. He did too. So I'm gonna take accountability for being part of it. It takes two to argue. For me, when I say honesty is everything, this is based from my experience, my 53 years of experience, right? My 53 years on this earth.
Hold on right quick, Ms. D. I think it's an echo in your background.
Okay. It is. There's a delay. There's a major delay. There's a major delay.
I'm gonna have to fix that later. All righty, go for it.
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I hear that echo too. It's a delay. Yeah, for me, honesty is everything. I don't need no, I don't need, I don't know how to say this. If you talk to me, being honest is everything. And when I say delivery, it's more of, if you come to me and there's an issue, I like my relationships like a friendship. If you came to your friend and said, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? Can I talk to you about something? You should be able to talk to your mate the same way. And I think a lot of relationships, sometimes we kind of tiptoe around certain topics. And we shouldn't. We should be able to, if it's something serious, either you're going to talk about it now when everything's calm, or you're going to talk about it when 2-3 weeks down and you mad about something else, and you're going to bring that up. It's coming. But now you're mad. And so it's coming in a negative way. So for me, if a person talks to me, that's how I want them to approach me, is, hey, babe, can I talk to you for a minute? And we talk about it. Sometimes the truth hurts, right? We all know the truth can hurt, but you receive feedback. I call it feedback. You receive feedback at work. You get that feedback, and to be a better person at work and make them bigger dollars. I relate to it like that, where you have a better position in life and in your relationship by taking that feedback, regardless if it's not something you want to hear. You take that feedback and you talk it through. You may not like it, but I'm one of those people that listens to it. I have to think about it and absorb that feedback. Give me a day and then I will talk to you about it. Give me about a day and I will talk to you about it. What you say, nephew?
Let me ask this then. No. I was going to say, let me ask this then. Because we cleaned back over to the other question. And since you brought this up, we get to the halfway point. We was just talking about why men should plan the first date, but now we're getting towards communication and how you really communicate it, to how you really should come off. I asked Ms. D as far as with how do she accept or communicate with whoever it is that she likes to communicate with. I will ask this then, because you made a good point, Ms. D, as far as with talking with people and being able to handle certain things. And kind of go back to my other question. Can women really handle some men? Not when they break up with them. I need to change that. But the truth. We'll put that. Because as far as with communicating, let's say because you was right earlier when you was in the chat, you was talking about as far as with how you deliver it. That's very important, which I will agree with you. That's big facts. Delivery, I think, would probably, if it's not number one, it's definitely number two on importance. But a lot of folks tend to jump on keywords instead of really listening. And I could give it to you in the most nicest way possible. But for some of y'all, if you heard that I didn't do, or this was bad, or I don't like, or yada, 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 it's a complete rap because you don't agree that was the truth, regardless of how it came from me. And I could be giving you whatever it was I could be thinking we're communicating and I'm getting at least my side out, or at least saying what's wrong instead of shutting up like most men. I could easily just hold it and bottle it in. But if I'm starting off with the pretenses of communicating, for some of y'all, it seems more as if you jump on key words than it is that you actually hear the whole depth. I wanted to hear your take on that. I know that's a lot to jump in on.
You make a great point. And you're probably going to hear me referencing Josh a lot. And I'm gonna tell you why I reference that. You know, we take a lot of personal development classes, and so I utilize those in my personal life. And it's changed me a lot on how I communicate. There are certain words, like when you say you, like when it's certain things that you just say trigger words, it's like you're pointing a finger, right? And this is coming from a professional level. So you can imagine how when you communicate, and it just depends on the personality. So a person like me, you can say certain words to me or be direct with me. I can be cool with it because I used to communicate the same way. But a person that doesn't have that same personality will be very offended. So it always depends on the person, because how one person receives it could be completely different how another person receives it. So, you know, for me, when you use certain words, you know, first of all, if you're yelling, I'm not hearing you. I don't hear nothing you say. It doesn't even matter what you say to me. You know, because if I match the same energy, we shutting it down anyway. So I'm trying not to match that energy because I have a strong personality, right? So there's certain words, like if I'm talking to you and I say, hey, I need to talk to you about something, nephew. I had a problem with what you said, and I didn't appreciate it. I came in at you aggressive, right? But I may not admit that because I have that kind of personality, right? So you got to think about that when you have those. That's what I mean by delivery. You got to think about who you're talking to, and if that person has a timid personality, or if they don't react the same way you react to things, you may say something that may offend them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that makes sense. I see a lot of folks agreeing with you. Lady J said, exactly, Miss D. Other folks being like exactly what we all said, right?
I'm putting my professional personality on the table today, nephew.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I do agree with you as far as with the points. That makes.
And what's your pet peeve, nephew? What would if a woman came to you? How would she need to approach you, nephew? If she had a problem, if you did something, and you didn't realize it was something that you did to offend her, how does she have to come to you so you wouldn't be upset?
For me, if I didn't know, first off, just like you, aggression towards me is not going to help me kill. Like I'm not going to care so much that, oh, you yelling at me, yada yada yada. But I tend, if I'm not getting whatever it is or it don't make sense to me, my first defense mechanism before I start really getting at you for real is for me not to care. And I don't come at me in a way where you're not explaining anything for me, especially if I'm ignorant to it. That's a quick way for me not to care. Another one would be if I didn't know, you're not explaining well. I know that's a little messed up, but because depending on whatever it is, it might be a reason why they're not explaining well. But if you're not explaining whatever it is to me clearly, or at least in a fashion where I can get it, that's another way for me to feel like you're just being emotional or that it wasn't that big a deal. And I don't want to be like that, but if you can't clearly tell me, if you can't clearly at least explain the basics of whatever went wrong, so I can either A, fix it, or no next time, yo, bro, you might as well just be talking. And if you get too loud, I'll need you to shut up. And I think that's the first thing. I know it's bad. I know it's bad. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat it, but I need that to be done if you're dealing with me for us to communicate better. Because if I care about you, if you explain to me right, I'm gonna try to either fix whatever it is, but if I can't fix whatever it is, I'm gonna make sure not to do that later. And I would love to know the signs before I just start willy-nilly just doing stuff again and now something else wrong. You know what I mean?
And may I suggest something? So let's say that scenario comes in, and you make a great point that, and you remember I told you everybody communicates differently, right? Everybody communicates differently. And certain keywords like emotional will trigger a woman. Like instead of saying that, maybe say, well, can you elaborate or give me an example? That's just my opinion, and I'm only passing the knowledge that's been given to me. So and I'm saying that because I wasn't receptive to hearing it, right? I wasn't receptive to hearing the true feedback, but it was holding me back from being in a better relationship, better friendship, better work relationships, because I was stubborn. I can tell you, stubborn. So I'm going to say that everybody communicates differently. So if she's not explaining it how you would interpret it, then help her explain it. Like, help her elaborate.
Wait, what?
Tell her elaborate that. I'm just telling you, y'all said the other day, men like to think dumb down. Now come on now. So y'all said, and Joe, now I ain't gonna say y'all.
Hold on, Ms. D.
Y'all said, and Joe, now I ain't gonna say y'all. Joe said, I'm just saying.
Just said what?
Joe said that when y'all, if we explaining something to y'all to dumb it down, and I don't want to look at y'all like that, because to me now I got to think like I'm talking to my grandbaby, and I don't want to treat a man. I want to be able. That's not the way to communicate, because we're both wrong. I want to respect my man, and I want him to understand my language, and I want to understand his. So I don't want to dumb it down, and I don't want him dumbing it down for me. I want us to be able to respect our personalities and be able to communicate. Go ahead, nephew. I'm sorry. Go ahead, nephew. I'm sorry.
No, you fine. Well, first off, let's see. He's a can of worms. Joe said, "Dumb that crap down." For me, I just need it clear. But dumbing down is, I think we misunderstand the term. At least how it's being used, or we take it too literal. In my opinion, I think most cases for dumb down would be if you're having more understanding in the situation to clearly pull out the details that are the most important. And for me, I wouldn't say dumb down anything for me. It's just, if I'm going off of the pretenses that I don't know what's wrong, it's going to be hard for me to help you explain to me. like if I don't know what's going on and I did something wrong, but your first instinct is that you can't even explain it, I'm going to feel like, yeah, you either are being emotional or you just picking a fight. And both of them would be wrong, but I wouldn't be wrong in thinking it because now I have to help you explain to me why it is that you upset. So, as far as the pretense, I think that I disagree on that end with you, Ms. D. I don't know how to help a woman explain to me why it is they don't feel or they're upset about whatever it is they're upset about. But as far as the dumb down,
I agree. A grown woman should be able to explain. I just feel like I have no problem with telling you how to feel. You know this, nephew. Zero issues. Whatever I'm saying to you right now is very clear. There's no misunderstandings. It's very clear. But to another man, he may look at it like she's sassy, she's compatible, she's this. But I'm just keeping it to you 100, right? Not every man understands like my everyday life. I don't yell. I don't even argue. I don't argue with nobody. I'm stress free.
You don't yell at home, Ms. D?
Huh? What you say?
You don't yell at home?
No. Just
even if, like, let's say you trip or you start your toe.
If Joe the only one getting all the smoke.
Yeah, that Joe, that means special.
No, that's my friend. That's my friend. I do that. And it's nothing. It's nothing big. I just do that to mess with them. But no, I don't yell. I'm drama free. Like I'm living my life drama free. And I can't let nobody in my life that's gonna come into my life. Like I have to do my part, right? I have to be able to communicate, like you say, to him so he can understand my issue. That's why I'm one of those people that I cannot keep things to myself. Now I won't do it in public, but when we get home, we're gonna have a conversation. Not tomorrow, right then. Because if I don't get it out and I can't sleep because I'm mad, then we're gonna have a mad issue the next day.
I feel you. Well, we are hitting the last 30 of the show. I'm not gonna hold it all the way to no 2 hours. that is for Joe. But I will ask this: is there any topic that you want to talk about, Ms. D? Is there any topic that you want to talk about, something that you want to revisit or get off your chest on a fun Friday?
No, I'm gonna keep it fun. I was off today. I took a vacation day today, and I've been shopping, so I'm in a good mood. I came in, and I want to tell you I'm proud of you. That's why I came in and logged in to help you along. And it was a great topic. Both topics were great, and you flowed today, bro. You flowed.
I appreciate it, Ms. D. Always enjoy to see you in on the chat. Have you part of the show.
All right. Well, it's good talking to you. I'm gonna drop off. I'll watch the rest of the show on TikTok.
All righty.
All right.
I'll hit you up later. All righty, you guys. That was Ms. D, who was talking about can women actually handle the truth. Look like she fixed it. She said some of us can. But always a pleasure with Miss D. Also, at least he got this sitting all the way in the corner. We do want to shout out. Oh, Lord, gee. Woo! We do want to shout out to Miss Creations for being a part of the show always. Hey man, it's the her candles always the best. Whenever you're trying to get something to smell good in the house, I stay with my Tamise candles. We was burning this. We was burning what monkey butt the other day. Oh no, it was monkey fart. I was burning monkey fart the other day, and I was also burning the vanilla raspberry or raspberry vanilla. Tamise Creations, always a joy. Y'all can hit her up in the chat. KT, what's up? Her candles smell great. They do. And you know Joe's favorite. His is the sea spray, and then you got butt naked. And she better start coining me for this. If they naked when this is burning, you ain't smelling the right way. All right. Shout out to Miss Tamise Creations. Oh my God. Try the vanilla pineapple margarita. Wait a minute. Vanilla pineapple margarita. Ooh, that's y'all don't just taste delicious and smell too. That's what's up, man. I'm gonna try that out. Vanilla pineapple. I'm about to order that now, actually. I'm about to order that now. That sounds fire. Yeah, you guys. As far as the topics today, it's been a light pow. As far as your weekend, something to get you sent out on the right way. As far as the weekend coming up, I have no freaking idea. But as far as with me, I'll go ahead and let y'all know now. I more than likely won't be in next week. I will send out prayers for my mother. She'll be going into surgery on Monday, so I'll be helping her out most of the week. But positive vibes. Hey man, uplifting spirits. I ain't the dude for the sentimental one. I ain't the sentimental for a dude. So hey, prayers, everything's gonna work out great. Everything's gonna work out fine. I'll swing in when I can. Y'all already know it don't ever stop me wherever I'm from, whether I'm gonna be outside or I'm gonna be play parts unknown. or maybe even at work, either way. But with that being said, man, it's been a joy to hit you guys up on today. I can't speak in different languages like an old buddy. But I do want to say I appreciate you. Much love. And man, we'll see you guys next time. See y'all later.